Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and uh, good day to everyone. Today, I would like to present about my final year project, and my project names as Easy Meal Cafe Finder System. Okay, I am Muhammad Atir Adib bin Zulfako, and my supervisor is Professor Madia, Dr. Syukur Abdul Razak. And also the panels is Dr. Muhammad Murtada Muhammad, and also the Dr. Suryati Sarimon. Next, we will go to the agenda of today. First, I will explain about the introduction to the project. Next, project aim, project objectives, project scopes, methodology, testing method, project demo, and the conclusion. Next, we go to the introduction to the project. Okay, as we all know, uh, not all of us prefer to have a delivery food. Okay, but if you can see at peak time, usually at the restaurant is full and crowd of customers, and most of them usually fail to get their seats and have their meals, especially at famous restaurant. Okay, so with the problem of the existing system and the current situation at peak times, EasyMeal provides services that allow users to make reservation before they go to the restaurant. Consequently, most customers choose to eat at the restaurant. EasyMeal will benefit customers and restaurants as well. This will bring a new era of food applications, not to provide delivery services, but to provide customers with early orders, also to afford restaurant to manage and preparing order first. This is about introduction to the project. Next, we will go to the project agenda. Project aim. The aim of EasyMeal is to develop a food ordering application that enables the user to make a reservation, and a restaurant owner can advertise their restaurant and their menu in the EasyMeal application. That's about the project aim. Project objective. Okay, and here in this project we have three types of three type of objective. First, to identify and analyze all requirements needed for Cafe Finder EasyMeal. Second, to design and develop EasyMeal based on the requirement needed. The third and last is to test EasyMeal using suitable testing method. Okay, we go to project scopes. In this project, we have four scopes, which is the first one is only restaurant inside UTM is tested. The second one, only 3 restaurants selected to be as a pilot study, which is these 3 restaurant is in UTM. The third one does not include navigation, and the last one is does not include on any online payment. Methodology, as we all can see in this project, I'm using extreme programming as my method in developing this project. The first phase is planning, second design, coding and testing also, and the last one, after the test is complete, then the software will release, and this software will release by incremental. Okay, not at one all in one time. Okay, and I believe and I am very sure that everyone know the planning phases, the design phases, the coding and testing phases, that, and I think I do not need to explain furthermore. Next, we go to the requirement analysis and design. We go to the first one is use case. Okay, as we can see, there's two actors. First, the owner, and the second one is the user. The owner can do whatever the user can do. Okay, for the owner actor, there are two use case, which is the first one, check reservation and upload information. For the check reservation, the owner or the staff restaurant can check any reservation that customer need, and the second one, the owner also can upload the information, which is can upload the menus and can upload the promotion and everything about their restaurant and also the menu. Okay, we go to the user actor. The first one, login and registration. This is compulsory, and at the login and registration also we have a verification code. This where the security has been implemented. Next, rate and give feedback cafe. In case if the cafe is not perform well, the user can give a feedback through the page about us. Then they can make or give some feedback or anything that they feel about the restaurant or the menu. Okay, the third one is search cafe. Okay, and the search cafe also, the customer can search the menu. Okay, so this will be the will make the customer will easy to use the application. Filter searching, manage reservation. Okay, manage reservation only if the customer log in into the system and register, of course. If the customer have log in and they can see the transaction history on the tab bar, and they can see the update of their menu or their order. And last but not least, the report a problem, and this also the same as the feedback. They can report to us if there is any flaws or there is any problem that related to the restaurant or to the menu that has been provided by any restaurant. Second, we go to the survey questions. Okay. The first question, I did ask questions to the users, which is to get the feedback or to get the requirement, to get the what do we call the user thinks about these applications. The first question is, do you have to wait a long time for the food ordered during peak hours? And we can see 69.2% say sometimes, and 38.8% say yes, and 0% say no. So which is the problem background is real, and the problem is happen in our community, and this is what make this easy meal is reliable and suitable for the community. The second question is, do you have trouble finding an available restaurant when peak hours? And of course, if the restaurant is packed with the customers and they need to find another restaurant to have their lunch or dinner or breakfast also. So we can see from this, respondent says 46.2% say sometimes, 38.5% say yes, and only 15.5% say no, for them to looking for available restaurant when peak hours. So we can say at this second question, a majority of the respondent agree that they facing a trouble during peak hours, especially to find available restaurant, especially at peak hours. The third question, did you always use food delivery services? 72.7% said sometimes, and 27.3% of the respondents say once in a month. So we can understand that the food delivery services is rarely used by the customer, and we can see also if the customer is also preferred to have a dine in at the restaurant, because this will make a lot of benefit, and especially also this can build their relation and release some of stress when they have what do we call having a food at a restaurant. And during my questions, during my survey, they only said that if they don't have much time to get for dinner or for lunch, then they will use food delivery services. So this we can see this is much um, uh, um, rare in our community nowadays. The fourth question is, are you looking for a food application that allows you to make a reservation instead of a free food delivery? And we can see all of the respondents, which is 100% say yes, because they are looking for something new in application, because this might be a we can say a, a, a good a good way to approach the customer. Next, we will go to the requirement analysis and design also, continued, which is the third one is functional and non-functional requirement. Okay, during the survey, I have gained the information, which is the first, the A, functional. The first one is users registration. Second one, automatic update details of reservation. Okay, this second bullet is when the restaurant owner or restaurant admin update any kind of menu or promotion, then the customer can receive immediately the update that that the restaurant publish. The third one, admins web-based management system. This is a request by the restaurant management, because they feel like they are easier to manage the order via web-based platform if compared to the mobile application also. And last but not least, the reservation of restaurant. Okay, this is the main objective and the main the main aims of this project, where this project able the user to place an order to restaurant. Okay. B, non-functional. The first one, performance and response time, availability, application security, ease of use, and error handling. And I believe this non-functional that is related to the smoothness of the system, and also the this even though this is non-functional requirement, but we as a developer, we take this as a very important details, because this also will gain customer trust to use our applications. Next, we go to the interface design. Okay, and here I only show to everyone today the basic or the main interface of this the mobile application, which is the first one. If you can see at here, this is the main page. When the user open the application, then the user will see this this interface. Then the next page, if the user click the restaurant cafe, and the system will navigate the user to this restaurant page. Okay, which is there is a 3 restaurant as a pilot study, as I mentioned earlier. And for example, if the user click Mak Jah Cafe, and then the system will navigate the user to Mak Jah Cafe menus, which is and here we can see 2 type of menus that Mak Jah have: set nasi lemak, and one more thing I think is nasi ayam. I cannot scroll, but and here we can see the promotion or sale that Mak Jah provide or offer to the customer, which is 5% discount. Okay. Next, if the customer click or choose set nasi lemak, and this interface will come out, which will display the price and the description of the set that will come together with the set. Okay, and here also we can see the add card function, favorites and share, and of course add card will navigate the user to the checkout page. Favorite, if again this function is useful when for example they like very much about the set nasi lemak by the Mak Jah, so they just can click the favorites, and in the future if the user want to place an order, they just can go to the tab bar on the um, upper left of the application. They can see the favorites page, and then they can just straight away to place the order. Okay, next, as I mentioned earlier, if the user click the add card, and this interface will come out, which is this is the checkout page. User, if the user is not logging, the user need to fill all these field in order to them for able to place an order. If the user or the customer has login as a users that register to this application, then they just fill the date and time, and also the message, which is the message is an option to the customer whether to state any kind of add-on or any kind of information that they want to deliver to the restaurant site. Next, we will go to the interface design also, which is at this part. I'm show the order dashboard. Okay, which is order dashboard. Only the restaurant or restaurant owner or restaurant admin can see this, and they can see if I show here, if you can see here, order ready and order received, and this is the where the what do we call menu that will display after the user has placed their order. And we also can see invoice, check. Okay, this check is able for the restaurant side to check the descriptions of the order, of the order that customer or the user has placed. For this one, for example, ID 11 user test 12345 1234, I'm sorry, and this is the description and the details of the menu that the customer place, and also the price, and also the tax that the system or the restaurant charge to the customer. Next, we go to the testing method, and of course, first we will go to the user acceptance test. The first one, I did ask the user acceptance test to 10 of the respondent, and based on the first question is that related to user interface. Okay, if you can see the first question, I make it simple in the tabular form. The first one about the button in the mobile application. Next, the picture in the mobile application, overall interface, size of the icon, sidebar menu, and navigation of the page. And I also make a summarization of the response that a respondent gave, which is 82% saying yes, that they agree or they like the button that we display on the application. 60% also say they are like that picture that available on the application is very just nice to show them about the menu, or the menu that the restaurant have. Overall interface, 100% of them, all of them saying that they are very satisfied of the user interface, because this is the interface is very simple and very tidy, kemas, very easy to use. size of icon, 80% of them is agree, sidebar menu 70%, and navigation of pages also 70%. Average of the acceptance is 76.7% agree and like the user interface of EasyMeal. The second one, food reservation process. Also on this user acceptance testing also on the mobile application platform. The first question is that related to view of restaurant, view menu, view details of the menu, add to cart and checkout session, and to summarize all of that data from the respondent, 90% saying that the view they easy to view the restaurant, 80% easy to view a menu, 50% of the respondent view details of menu that they are satisfied, and another 50% that they are quite dissatisfied, but this is normal, and this is the part that I can improve in the future. 100% is like or agree with the add to cart process, which is they say that very easy, just a simple just a simple field to fill in, and they can make a they can place an order. Next, the checkout session, the last question. 70% of the respondents say that checkout session is very easy and it's much effort, and the average of the acceptance is 78%, and this is much more okay than what I have expected. And thank you for all the respondents that give the response. And next we go to the testing method. Okay, in this project, in this system, we only use the black box testing, where we can see at this part, I only show the first one, the black box testing on mobile application. This is for reservation. Okay, we can see here. Okay, next example of black box testing on dashboard. Okay, this is kind of black box testing. Okay, next we go to project demo, and project demo we can see on the other video that I already made, and I also had published on the YouTube also, and at my channel. Next, as the conclusion, the first achievement is achieved. The first one, to identify and analyze all requirements needed for Cafe Finder system EasyMeal. Second, to design and develop EasyMeal based on requirement needed to test. And the last one, to test EasyMeal using suitable testing method. This is the achievement that I have achieved. The second, about the strength of this system is the user interface is very simple and clean for user to memorize and to get well with the system. And the second one is the ability to make reservation and manage the reservation. This also will reflect to the aim of this project, where the customer can place a reservation and the restaurant side can manage the reservation. Okay, the limitation is poor in designing database. This can be improved in the future also. And we go to the last one, is the future work. First, as I mentioned, improving better user interface design. Of course, from time to time, there's a lot of improvement, and there is a lot of the requirement that customer want to the system have look. Okay, so this is the continuing of improvement. The second one, add more others function. For example, the QR code, the what do we call, the navigation part, and rating, the stars rating at every restaurant also. And the third one, improve design database, as I mentioned earlier. At this one, the limitation. Okay, this I also state the improve design database in the future work. And the last one is about easy meal dashboard. Also, can be enhanced in the future because we can see earlier the design of the dashboard is quite plain and quite broad, and this can be improved in the future, inshallah. Okay, so that's it for today. Thank you so much for your time, and yeah, assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.